We are now live. Oh, not yet. It's going. And we are now live. And daily, we're going to be giving a bit of value to everyone. I'm going to be doing it on our subscribers page. But I wanted to invite everyone to subscribe to our channel and really get a better understanding of themselves so that you can live the life that you desire. Everything that we want is a part of us, it's a potential. But if we don't understand how to enter into that potential and create the life that we desire, we fall right back into the governed circumstances of our own state of being, of our own awareness. Go here. Give me 1 second.
While you're doing this, Abraham, may I say a couple of things?
All right, we are live broadcasting, and I am moving into our subscriber page right now. Welcome, everyone. We are live broadcasting this. We're going to be giving value to our subscribers every day about mindset reset and how to clearly define your reality. But there's a process, and we're teaching that process. And for the subscribers, we're going to be doing this daily, and we're going to be giving you guys value daily. And then, just so you'll know, I've got Ricardo on the line, and we're going to be talking about the TM practice that we do. It's very important, the TM practice and the importance of it. And some of you have taken the TM. We're going to have the opportunity to do a group TM after our class. So we're going to be doing those at 7:30 in English, and I believe it was 8:30 in Spanish. So you guys be tuned in. And we'll talk a little bit about the importance of integrating the TM with the information and knowledge that we're studying daily. Ricardo, I'll pass it over to you.
Okay, Abraham, I'd like to begin by saying, um, I think you've nailed it there, buddy. What you do, what you're doing in the beginning of this with the chakra information, the chakra energy.
Intervention technique.
Yeah, that's a beautiful name. Beautiful name. Excellent. So now we could talk about the intervention technique and the meditation technique.
Yeah.
You see, each in its own place. Beautiful. Okay, excellent. Congratulations to you. That's one thing. The other thing I have to say it now because otherwise I'll never get a chance to talk to you, man. While you were doing the intervention technique, that's a good name. Your voice was being drowned by the volume of the music.
Okay.
Okay, so that means without having to scream, better get the music down, no?
Yeah.
Great. Okay, now, Abraham mentioned the concept of reality, and I think that's a very, very, very important word. Mind that, okay, guys, girls, mind that. Reality is a very, very, very important concept. Very, okay. And I think it's a word that is able to encompass everything, everything that we want to teach, everything that we are doing is encompassed by the word reality. And the word reality includes all kinds of mechanisms that challenge you, challenges all of us. And I'm talking to you right now, so I'll talk about you. It challenges you completely, the word reality, because the word reality, as any other word, includes all kinds of phenomena, all kinds of laws of nature that govern that phenomena. The word reality also includes all kinds of processes, all kinds of processings, and all kinds of mechanisms. That's why it's so important. So, in what we're talking about right now, there are two aspects to this reality Abraham is talking about. One, yeah, reality is definitely very much anchored in one aspect of it into the material world. And for us human beings, being in a material world that surrounds us, that translates into results. What results are you getting for whatever effort or flow, whatever that you're doing? Those results define reality, the material end of the reality. Results. So results are the expression of whatever effort you're making to go somewhere and get there. Results. You see what I'm saying? So results, they condense themselves in the material world. So the material world is the outer end of reality. That's very important for you to get it, really, very important. Because so then you have a parameter in your results to measure yourself, measure all your effort. And you see what I'm saying? And when you do that, you're using the brain's full power because the brain literally is designed by nature, and in this planet it has had 3 billion years of opportunity to develop that design by which and in which the brain is constantly anticipating, constantly predicting the brain and the neurons. Look, not you, the neurons. Okay, they are constantly anticipating. Watch that. They are constantly predicting, not the same thing as anticipating. And they are constantly trying to generate patterns of information in order to understand uncertainty and be able to respond to it, to uncertainty, and not just react. You see, those are neurons, man. Ladies, those are the properties of neurons. So those properties exist also in worms, in snails. You see what I'm saying? But we have an incredible, gigantic, sophisticated brain, each one of you between your own ears of your own, in which those neurons are doing that. The neurons anticipate, the neurons predict, and the neurons simulate. Simulate. That's a word I was thinking of. Prediction, anticipation, and simulation. And when I mean simulation, it is capable of generating and putting into the perception patterns of information. Because those patterns of information imply simulating what? Reality. You see, not only in terms of the results you want to produce or you thought you produced, but also in terms of what is surrounding you right now. What is a threat for you right now? You see, so all that is brain based, pure brain based. Got it? That's one end of reality, material. You see the brain in the middle, what it does? Damn, amazing, huh? But on the other side of the spectrum of reality, we have something that is absolutely intangible, but very real. What is that? Look at this. It is also brain-based. Watch, look at this, huh? The neurons themselves are profoundly connected, profoundly aligned, profoundly synchronized with the sun, with the light of the sun, and with the lack of light, the darkness when you're at night. And why do I say that? Because night, day, every day for 3 billion years, night, day in this planet, okay, has made neurons develop a very interesting mechanism by which the neurons can handle that toggling between light and not light, day, night, day, night, day, night, day in, day out. Neurons have learned to toggle with that. Okay, so what do they do when you're the brain when the thing is outside has light, and what do you do when there's no light? The brain has learned to toggle with that. That's pure chemical, man. That's pure chemistry. It's a molecular machinery, the brain, and you got one of your own. So why am I saying that? Because look, the brain to toggle to handle light, day night to handle that, it has generated states of activity within its own self. The brain has done that, literally. And we have that. So one of them is called vigil, being awake. The brain has to be awake. We are now in one of them. They're called vigil. We are in vigil, vigilia. We are in vigil. And so the brain is awake. But the brain is awake. It will be awake and see 12 hours every day, okay, in which it is handling the amount of light there is, the day, the day, the day. And then when then there's no light, there's no more day, you go into night. And that pushes you to a different kind of reality in the brain. But the reality of the brain when there is light outside is called vigil. You are, and I am, and everybody here is in vigil right now. But I'm asking you, okay, if the brain is in vigil, the brain itself, the brain, okay, is awake, is handling light and all the activity that allows you to do. If the brain is in vigil, if the brain is awake, are you, Veronica, are you, Marilu, awake? Ah, that's the question. The brain is awake. Right now, we're in vigil. But are you awake? You see, and you being awake is not the same thing as the brain being awake. They're two different phenomena. But you must come out into the world through the brain. That's just the way it goes. But you're not born, you're not bred inside the brain. You're born, you're spawned, you're bred inside the mind, which is an entirely different phenomena from the brain. So the brain is awake. We're in vigil. You see, but are you awake? Inside of your mind, are you awake? And most of the times, by all the way, the brain is awake from, let's say, 8 o'clock in the morning to 12 o'clock at night. There are many moments in that period of time, let's say 12 hours, while the brain is awake, it is in vigil, the brain is in vigil, you are not. You are doing things, you're responding, you're reacting, da 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 da. Using vigil, yeah, of course you are. You're trying to go somewhere every time, yeah, and you want to get there, yeah, of course. But are you inside awake? What does it mean to be awake, you inside your mind? You understand? You see what I'm saying? So whether you're awake or you're not awake in your mind, that thing in you that is awake will use the wakefulness of the brain to go into the world. By the same token, that thing in you that is not awake inside of your mind will also want to go into the world through the waking state of the brain. So both of them will land in the brain and use the body to do something outside. See, the distinction is very, very powerful because then it allows you making a distinction and understanding it in your skin right now as you listen to me. If you make that distinction and you understand it, you make it yours. And then automatically the question lies, okay, my brain is awake, but when I make this decision, when I do this thing, when I say this other thing, or when I stop saying it, or when I stop doing it, am I awake or am I not?
And who's making that decision?
Exactly, exactly. You see. So that automatically ties in into all the teachings of Abraham. You see the distinction? It's very, very powerful, but damn, it's very subtle. And I say damn because it's difficult for people to grasp the subtlety of their own existence. Very difficult, if not impossible. Very difficult. I mean, what Abraham has been teaching for so long, okay, and I'm just accompanying just recently, is there's still what? Uh, 4 or 5 people in this meeting. There should be 500, man. At least. You see what I'm saying?
Well, we're getting it out there. We're live broadcasting it. So you got to get involved. People that really want to change, want the results. We are scientifically looking at this. Ricardo's a neuroscientist, 50 years now in neuroscience, 30 plus years in neurofeedback machine. And we're looking to improve the way we communicate and we integrate the knowledge and bring it to the world, and as well as improve sciences or the fragmented model of science and bring it together with the vibration and the scientific meanings appropriation of consciousness, and really be able to impact people at a local level.
So now, do we have more time, Abraham, or are you just
Well,
stop?
we've got 4 minutes before we actually move into the TM. We're going to be doing the TM. So those of you that have not taken TM, and it's a transcendental meditation, that we're teaching, the Ricardo's we're taking people to this TM, and it allows people to gain access into their subconscious. And why do you want to have access into subconscious? Well, when you begin to get access into subconscious, you begin to deprogram, literally deprogram pockets of information that are unknown to you. Some of them are known, some of them are unknown, but it allows you access into the subconscious to begin to release that memory and disentangle yourself from that memory. So there's a lot of people that's taking results, or they're taking different systems, but they still haven't been able to unblock those hardwired programs, beliefs, fears, doubts, worries. This is it. This is for you. Everyone that is still stuck, that is not able to to move into their goals, take on their goals, or they feel stuck in areas that they haven't been able to release, to get out of, uh, relationships, financial, business. It's in everything. Your consciousness is in everything. Any part of your life that you look, you will find consciousness, and where you find consciousness, you're going to find programs, you're going to find beliefs, you're going to find fears, you're going to find doubts, worries. All of that is coming from the nucleus of your center being. And if you don't work on disentangling programs, beliefs, emotional impacts, you carry those along into your future, and you attract things from that state. Literally, you will attract people, places, plots, conditions, circumstances, because you're not clearing space for that diamond light to shine through.
I mean, it's amazing. I became a TM teacher about maybe 30, 40 years ago. I forget. Okay. But I never realized that how deep and how vast was the reality that TM brought into people. The reason why Abraham said what he had just said about going into your subconscious and just disentangling all kinds of things that are there, that happens only because you learn to use the mantra I give you. Okay. And the important thing about this mantra, this group of mantras in TM, is that, see, when you are in visual as we are right now, okay, that's the way neurons are handling the amount of light. And then there's an activity, and when you have to be able to survive in that activity, but you can do much more than just survive, right? So you can do and learn to live as well. Okay, so there's all kinds of things there. But when it's time for you to stop doing vigil, what do? You go into sleep. You are being thrown out of the picture. You no longer exist. You're not aware of anything while you deep sleeping. Okay? So you're no longer steering your brain. Always doing giddy up, wanting the brain to take you somewhere with the body. You stop doing that. When that happens, look at that. After about 7 to 8 hours while you sleeping, visual is out of the window now. You're now sleeping. Okay? What happens? Oxygen consumption goes down 8% after about 6 to 7 hours of sleeping. And that going down, that lowering of oxygen consumption by 6%, okay, to 8%, is the type of resting you need to get rid of the fatigue you accumulated while you were steering your body in vigil. You see? So that's cool. Necessary. Well, if you ever get to sleep, if you have too much insomnia or you don't go to sleep at time, well, you're in trouble. But look what happens when you do TM. Look at this. When you do TM, you are plummeting the consumption of oxygen in 5 minutes. In the first 5 minutes, you're plummeting the consumption of oxygen by 18% in 5 minutes. And it remains like that during the rest of the 15 minutes in which you are meditating. In 5 first minutes, the technique has plummeted oxygen consumption by 18%. And it took you 6 to 7 to 8 hours to plummet the same consumption by 6 to 8% while you sleep. So what's the difference? Very important. The 6 to 8% plummeting of oxygen consumption while you sleep, that's the necessary rest you require to get rid of that fatigue you accumulated that very same day. But when you do TM, and in the first 5 minutes, oxygen consumption plummets by 16, 17, 18% during 20 minutes, that is the kind of rest you need in order to get rid of the stress you accumulated all of your life. That is the importance. Because the rest that gives you a plummeting of only 6 to 8% oxygen consumption in 8 hours is not enough for that. It is enough to get rid of the fatigue of that day. Yep, good. So please sleep as much as you can. But when you do TM, the 16, 18% plummeting of oxygen consumption, okay, allows the body to get rid of the stress that was accumulated during all your life due to the fact that you had to survive your circumstances.
That is so cold.
Hey, hi, Aria, or
Right
Aurelio.
outside.
Come say
Hi.
hi real quick.
Hi.
Hi, sweetheart. So nice to see you. You're growing, man. You're almost
Good
gonna get a
morning.
Good
beard.
morning.
Good morning. Are you getting a beard like your father? Huh?
Yeah.
Are you shaving now? Love you, kid. I don't know. I love you.
Ricardo. Remember Ricardo?
Hey, it's me, man. Don't worry, don't worry. I remember you. I remember you.
Dad, my bike could ride outside in the snow.
Yep. We're getting snow and is excited.
That is beautiful, man. Hey, Aurelio Carranza. That's the right way of saying your name, man. Don't kill your name like your father says, Aurelius Carranza. No, man. Aurelio Carranza. That's a beautiful name.
Wonderful name.
Dad.
Yep.
So outside and my another that is red and can't run in the snow.
No.
Because why? Why could it?
Well, you could ride it, but it's going to get slippery. We're going to finish up class, okay?
Okay.
Give me a minute.
Ooh.
So nice to see you.
Got a snowball fight.
Okay, so anyways, there you have it. So that's the importance of TM. You see what I'm saying? So what happens during the technique itself? The technique itself, we have a lot to say then, okay? But all of you have learned, I think, all of you here, yeah, I see. All of you three guys have learned this. So, three girls, sorry. Okay, so now we could talk more about the deeper way of looking at TM. But I think I've spoken enough, and back to you, my friend.
Yep, we're going to need to move into the TM. We're a little past our time. And those of you guys that are hopping onto the subscription, or those of you guys that are maybe looking at this at YouTube, we're going to be doing this every day on the subscriber page. We're going to be giving the first 20, 25 minutes of every classroom and give you guys a lot of value. And it's $4.99 a month. So go to the Facebook. We'll be putting the link so you can click on it. $4.99 a month, and you guys begin the process of mindset reset. You're going to get a work packet. You're also going to get information, daily information, and you're going to learn more about yourself and learn how to change yourself, because you're the only problem that you will ever have, and you are the only solution. Thank you guys, and have a wonderful day. Ricardo, I'll let you take it away.
Okay, do TM right now? Yes?
Yep.
Okay.
Group
Fine.
TM.
Okay, good. Okay, girls, there's no guys here. So, okay, girls, please be sitting comfortably, whatever is comfortable for you. You define what is comfortable for you, not anybody else. You sit comfortably, please. Your back, yeah, that's a fact. Your back against the wall or against the back of your seat, but always straight up, okay? Always straight up your back, yeah. So now, close your eyes. Close your eyes. If it's possible, Marilu, Veronica, Metanmosfera, if you can put your video on so that I can supervise you, I can read what your body is in, and it helps me to oversee. It's oversight. Oversee what's happening. Vicky, yeah. Can you please put on your videos? That would help me anyway. Hey, good. Hi, Vicky. Nice to see you. So please sit comfortably. Yes. Close your eyes. Yes. And now, a little bit in silence, whatever is happening in your mind. And then, some moment, start using your mantra, as you've learned to. I'll control the time. Start using your mantra. And go ahead. See you on the other side. Sin abrir los ojitos, por favor, without opening the eyes, please. Without opening the eyes. Please, this is very important. Do not open the eyes. Stop thinking the mantra. If the mantra keeps on coming, just do not favor it anymore. You will wait at least a minute before you come out. That way you will be respecting the state of activity in the brain that you have produced with the TM technique. And you do a very nice transition to vigil again. Remember with TM, what you have done is make turiya, the fourth state of activity of the brain, turiya, the one that lasts only about 2 microseconds, and hardly anybody is aware of turiya when they are in there. They just usually slide from going through turiya, they slide into sleeping mode. But turiya is there, but it lasts only about 2 microseconds. What TM does, it prolongs those 2 microseconds to 20 minutes. You see? So it's a different physiology you're creating for yourself. That's the one that's necessary to create in order to get rid of the stress you accumulated during your life. So that's what's happening. Okay, slowly see to it if you can open your eyes. Remember, take into account that sometimes the eyelids are heavy and they don't want to open immediately under your command. So if that happens, just wait a couple seconds more and then you try again. Okay, if you're sitting down, sitting up while you're doing TM, like in the case of Veronica, for example, okay, thank you for allowing me to oversee you, Veronica, by turning on your video. I needed that in order to see if the muscles on your neck, if they're releasing, you see, your commands. And when that happens, then the head starts going forward like that. And it happened to you. So that I can assess how you're doing, because I cannot see what you're doing inside of you, but I can see the results, the results of doing TM correctly, okay? Yep. Got it. Everything okay, Vicky?
Everything is okay. Yes. That's you explained right now about the neck, about the when you were. I always have some troubles, not for me, because when I do this and I'm in my time and I'm doing, somebody come and say, "Hey, are you okay? Your neck is fall down, it's upside down." And I say,
okay.
Thank you so much. It was my meditation. Oh,
okay. That's very easily, that's very easily fixable. You're doing something that is weird to people who watch you from the outside, and people care for you. So they do not understand what the hell is happening.
Yeah.
So you have to teach them.
Yeah. Sometimes I make something like yoga, you know, and when I try to let down my head, I never can do that. Okay. It's so heavy for me. But now when I make the meditation, I can do it easy.
Vicky, sweetheart, please, sweetheart. Okay, this is important. Please, everybody, listen to this. Please, okay? Remember. TM allows the brain to enter a fourth state of its own activity. Okay, I don't know about any other technique. Maybe Vipassana can do that. I don't know. Maybe Zazen can do that.
No, the thing that I want to say is now I can feel I can do it, so I just let down. It's too easy for me.
Yeah.
I never do that before, you know.
What I want to impress right now, using your opportunity you give me with your example, with the illustration, is that please be mindful that you have with TM a very powerful, real tool to change the physiology of your brain.
Okay.
I mean, please be mindful of that. It is not like any other meditation, although I don't like to compare. I hate that, but it's a fact. You take to the laboratory any other meditation with any other technique, and none of them can reduce oxygen consumption by 18% in the first 5 minutes. This can. So let me suggest something, Vicky. When you want to do asanas, yoga, and meditation, do it in the following sequence. You first do your savasana, do your asanas, and when you finish the asanas, immediately afterwards, sit up and do TM.
Okay.
That's the
Okay.
sequence. That's
Thank you so much.
Okay. And then you finish doing your meditation, you lie down, okay, and do your 1 minute before you go out, and you will most likely fall asleep. And if that happens, that's cool. Just sleep as much as you can, and then wake up and go about your business.
And what happened when you make the TM and you go to sleep? Sometimes I do it at 9 before sleep, and when I wake up, it's morning.
Yeah, that's good. Very good, very good. Remember, okay, I have material here. I don't know if I have time or I make the time.
I think we have, well, I need to go to the other class because now it's in a Spanish class.
Oh, okay. Okay, well,
Everyone go there. Yeah.
Okay, so, okay, thank you for your illustration because your inquietude, because that allows me to see, okay, what is important for people to know, and then I can make a little presentation, like a reel, like a short about that, in that point, okay? I'll start doing
Thank
that.
you.
Of course, of
Thank you
course.
so much.
Of course, yes, it's a
Bye.
pleasure. Everything okay, Veronica, with you? Yes? Okay, ciao, bye-bye.